Did you plan what to say if Turner ever confronted you about lying about the split vote and blaming him for it? Or was your response you thinking on your feet?
What do you think? I was in the bathroom just literally being like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Beyonce is for Taylor. She earned it. She asked for it. Monty, do better. Hello, you're watching Showbiz Cheat Sheet, where you can find all of your entertainment news. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out cheatsheet.com for the round-the-clock reporting. I'm Nicole Weaver, one of our many Big Brother experts on staff, and last week we watched Brittany try to cover her vote to evict Taylor by blaming it on Turner. When Turner confronted her for this, she simply said, "Thank you for your feedback." Brittany and Taylor had a nail-biting HOH tiebreaker, but Taylor won. Monty won power of veto, which meant Brittany took the rest of the week trying to convince him to evict Turner. In the end, Monty decided to evict Brittany because he knew she was not going to take him to the end for final two. So this is our interview with Brittany Hobbs.
Question number 1. You spent a lot of time trying to get the target off Michael before his last week. You were successful, but because everyone fact-checked their conversations with you, the target was moved to you. Do you regret going so far to protect Michael?
That's a great question. Going that far to protect Michael, I really, for better or for worse, viewed Michael and I's game kind of, as one cohesive unit all the way to the end. I really believed in that. And so I think I knew he was in trouble. I wanted to divert that target, or at least equip him with the proper information to know what to do while he was in power, knowing that he couldn't be HOH the next week. And yeah, it feels like now, looking back at it, that I, did so much work there that it put it right back on me. At the end of the day, we both were up there at the double eviction and he went home. So, he paid the price ultimately, but it sure did put my game in a bit of a pickle, moving into the subsequent weeks after that. So no regrets in that moment, other than I wish I would have realized, Brittany, you're going to be playing this game absolutely solo very soon. What's going to help you most in that situation? Perhaps I might have made better moves.
Question number 2. You kept saying outing Kyle's plan for a white alliance hurt your game. But it's fact that your timing was perfect to where you kept your Brochella allies, Taylor and Monty, by outing Kyle and making him a target. Why not admit it helped your game in some form?
I absolutely don't think that it ended up helping my game.
Question number 3. You tried to turn the vote on Taylor to keep Alyssa because she wasn't talking to you as much that week. But why didn't you just talk to your friend if you wanted to talk to her? Why go straight to punishing her game?
I think it's a very nuanced sort of thing. One tiny little element was that I could sense some distance between us, but really what that told me is that something more was going on in the game, that I needed to take into consideration. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the main driving force of why I even considered that plan was that I knew everyone was against me anyways, so might as well try to shake something up. Perhaps if the plan didn't go through, which I thought was most likely, that it could at least create a bit of suspicion around Turner, kind of a he said, she said sort of situation in the subsequent week. Also, it was purely strategic in the way that who did I want to compete against? If my only strategy was to stay as long as I win, who could I win against? And I really did truly think that I would have a better shot at winning the next comp against Alyssa versus Taylor. And wouldn't you know, that next HOH came down to a tiebreaker question between me and Taylor. I probably would have won that HOH had I been competing against Alyssa.
Question 4. Did you plan what to say if Turner ever confronted you about lying about the split vote and blaming him for it? Or was your response you thinking on your feet?
What do you think? I was in the bathroom just literally being like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say to Turner? I know he's right outside that door. all I knew with Turner is that I could not give him anything to use sort of against me. I couldn't say anything that seemed too specific because he would run right upstairs to the HOH room and tell Taylor and tell Monty. So yes, thanking him for his feedback, that was not the most polished thing I could have said, but it was the most non-answer that I could muster up in that moment.
And then last question. You told Taylor you were the vote to evict her in the split vote, but claimed you knew she would be safe, but wanted Turner to be the blindsided and Monty to choose. But you know your goal was to get Taylor out, and the reason was because you thought she wasn't talking to you enough. Why not own that with Taylor?
I think my primary reason, I know my primary reason of making that move was to shake things up and to, try to create a little bit of suspicion around Turner and to make Monty have to break that tie. One tiny element is just the fact that we felt a little distance between us, but was not the driving reason why I decided to flip that vote.